Forget all those old stories about panning for golden rivers. The real gold rush, it's happening right now, probably on the very screen you're looking at. This is a rush for digital gold, and it's all being powered by AI. And let me tell you, in this new world, fortunes are being made, entire careers are being automated out of existence, and the rule book, it's being rewritten pretty much every single day. So let's dig in and figure out what's really going on.
This quote from some user on Reddit, wow, it just gets right to the heart of the anxiety that so many of us are feeling, right? This isn't about AI being some helpful little assistant. No, this is about that chilling idea that AI is about to take the pilot seat and maybe make us, well, obsolete. And that's really the core tension of this whole AI gold rush, this incredible, unbelievable promise mixed with the very real fear of being left behind.
But, for every single person who's feeling that fear, there's someone else looking at this and seeing a massive, massive opportunity. And a huge chunk of that opportunity is built around something called affiliate marketing. Now, all that is basically earning a commission when you promote someone else's stuff. It's really the engine driving this new creator economy. And get this, by 2031, it's expected to be a $31 billion industry. That's the gold we're talking about in this gold rush. And look, this isn't some far off, maybe someday kind of thing. The money is already flowing right now. In the US alone, spending is already blowing past $10 billion, and you can see on the chart it's just projected to skyrocket from there. What we're watching is a real economic earthquake, and the tremors are coming from all these new AI tools that we're about to get into. So yeah, welcome to the new AI gold rush. Seriously. Just like those gold rushes in the history books, we've just discovered a new, unbelievably valuable resource. But this time, the gold vein isn't buried in some mountain. It's in the cloud. And the mad dash is on. Everyone is scrambling to stake their claim and find their fortune. Now, you've probably heard that old saying, right? During a gold rush, the smart move is to sell shovels. While thousands of prospectors were out there risking everything for one lucky strike, the people who really got rich were the ones selling all the picks and the pans and the shovels. Well, the exact same thing is happening today. The most reliable way to make a fortune is by selling the digital shovels, the AI tools that are fueling this entire boom. Okay, so when it comes to selling these digital shovels, there are pretty much two main paths people are taking. First up, you've got the volume play. Think of this like selling a cheap pan to every single person who shows up in town. You're selling low-cost things, like maybe a pack of AI prompts for $10, to thousands and thousands of people. Success here is all about getting massive reach. The other path? That's the value play. This is more like selling a super sophisticated, expensive piece of mining equipment. You're selling high-ticket items, maybe a whole AI business course, for thousands of dollars. This model isn't about reach. It's all about building deep trust with a smaller group of people. You can kind of picture these digital shovels as a pyramid. At the very bottom, the wide base, that's your tier 3. Those are the high-volume assets, the cheap, easy-to-sell stuff like templates and prompt libraries that pretty much everyone wants. Then in the middle, you have tier 2, the high-utility tools. This is more specialized software or maybe a paid community that solves a very specific problem. And then right at the very top, the peak of the pyramid, that's tier 1, high-ticket knowledge. We're talking expensive courses and coaching systems that promise not just a tool, but a complete transformation. And wow, the arsenal of these tools is just exploding. I mean, you've got AI trading bots that claim they can automate your profits. You have these faceless YouTube tools that can create an entire video channel from just a simple prompt. Then there's business automation tools that can handle everything from your marketing to customer service. It's this huge and rapidly growing toolkit for the modern-day gold prospector. All right, so we've got the tools, the digital shovels. But a shovel is pretty useless if you don't have a plan, right? So how are people actually using this arsenal to build their own modern-day empires? Let's take a look at the actual blueprints that these prospectors are using to stake their claim. Okay, maybe the most popular blueprint out there right now is the faceless creator. Just imagine this for a second, running a hugely successful YouTube channel, pulling it up to $50,000 a month without ever once showing your face or even using your own voice. It's happening. People are using AI for scripts, for voiceovers, for video creation. A whole new breed of anonymous media mogul is being born. And these aren't just some vague, get-rich-quick ideas. These are detailed, step-by-step systems that people can follow. I mean, look at this blueprint for a money machine using a tool like Google's VO. It's a 5-step process. It starts with generating viral ideas, and it ends with tracking the data. But the real magic is step 3, automate with API. An API is just a way for different computer programs to talk to each other. So what this means is you can automatically create hundreds of videos at once. This isn't just making content, it's building an automated content factory. But hey, making videos is just one piece of this giant puzzle. Entirely new business models are just spinning up out of nowhere. You've got consultants who are helping old school businesses automate their operations. You have entrepreneurs building what are called white label AI solutions. That's basically when you take someone else's AI tech, slap your own brand on it, and sell it as your own. The opportunities are just branching out like crazy. So far, this all sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? It sounds like there's this endless vein of digital gold just waiting for us. But any good prospector knows about the danger of fool's gold, that worthless rock that glitters just like the real thing. I think it's time we take a step back, separate the hype from the reality, and start asking some of the tougher questions. It's really, really easy to get swept up in the promise of automated riches and creating things with zero effort. But we have to pull back the curtain and take a hard look at the potential costs. So, what is the dark side of this whole revolution? And the potential fallout here it's serious. We're not talking about small problems. We are looking at the very real possibility of mass job displacement, a future where our own critical thinking skills just waste away because we've outsourced everything to an AI, the complete and total erosion of personal privacy, and a world where the gap between the people who have AI and those who don't becomes a chasm you can never cross. And honestly, nowhere is that gap between the hype and the reality bigger than with these AI trading bots. The marketing, it sells you a dream, right? Just set it up, walk away, and watch the fully automated profits roll in. But the reality? The reality is more like walking a tightrope over a financial canyon. These tools have immense risk, and if you don't do your own deep research, that beautiful dream can turn into a nightmare fast. And if you think I'm just being dramatic, you have to read the fine print. This is the actual legal disclaimer from the press release for that money flare trading bot we mentioned. It is a stark, legally required warning that behind all the slick marketing, there is a very, very real risk of losing every single penny you put in. And it's not just financial risks or societal risks. There are massive technical earthquakes happening behind the scenes too. For years, all of digital marketing has been built on these things called third-party cookies. They're basically just little bits of code that follow you around the internet to show you ads. Well, those are being phased out because of huge privacy concerns, and it's forcing this entire gold rush to figure out a whole new way to even operate. So we've seen it all, haven't we? The incredible hype, the unbelievably powerful tools, and the pretty sobering realities. This isn't just some abstract trend happening somewhere else. It's a force that is going to affect every single one of us. Which brings us to the final, and I think the most important question of all. So in this new AI gold rush, it's really time to decide where you stand. Are you going to be the prospector, out there chasing that digital motherlode? Will you be the tool seller, making your money from the rush itself? Or will you be the one who's being mined, your data, your attention, your own behavior becoming the raw resource that fuels this entire revolution? The choice, ultimately, is yours.